Good evening and welcome to the shop. I'm Reinhold von Gleer, and tonight we have some repairs. This is a Bush Hog blade. They come in pairs, and these have seen some use. So much so that they're no longer able to be sharpened effectively. You'd remove about a quarter of the blade if you tried. So what we're going to do is use the induction forge with spot heating and smith the bevels back into shape so that they can be sharpened. Of course, since we're using heat, it will destroy the heat treatment. Bush Hog blades are tempered. They're tempered to be robust, not to be hard. And we'll have to do that with the induction forge too. The beauty of the induction forge is how quickly they're able to heat. At least that's true for ferrous materials. Non-ferrous materials heat up significantly more slowly. Maybe it takes perhaps 3 times as long to heat non-ferrous materials as it does to heat iron and steel. But that's still very rapid, and the heat is localized so conveniently. We're using what are called a taco coil in the induction forge. It doesn't heat quite as quickly as a round coil, but it's a lot easier to get pieces in and out. We've forged it mostly to shape, but there's a flaw or a significant ding on this blade, and I'm not sure about it. No, I don't think so. I don't like that. We're going to take it back to the forge. It's a bad idea to sharpen a blade that still has a nick in it. That only is a recipe for producing stress points. So what we're going to do is use the induction forge to spot heat and then draw the material around the nick and down into the edge of the blade, and then resharpen something nice and straight. So here it's all been forged into repair, and I'll make that nick just disappear. If it looks like I'm a little awkward grinding this, it's because it is. For one, that Bush Hog blade is very heavy. That's probably 15 pounds of chunk of steel that I have to manipulate around. And also I'm trying not to stand in front of the camera. If I was grinding normally, I'd be a little bit closer to the grinder. I'd have the work a little bit more centered on myself, but then you wouldn't be able to see anything. And that came out nicely. Now I have to do the other one. And now it's time to heat treat the blade. Heat treating with an induction forge is an awful lot like heating with a torch. It's spot heating, so it's kind of a dance to move the heat from one part of the blade to another to keep it balanced. You overheat in one spot, you catch up in another. It is a lot faster than a torch though. But since I don't know exactly what steel the Bush Hog blade is made out of, it's always best to heat treat into to quench into a slow or medium quenching oil. That's the most gentle of the quenches. You don't risk cracking your blade there. But we do establish pretty decent hardness. You can hear the difference in the file from when it scrapes apart the hardened blade to the tempered blade. And since we did a differential hardening, we're going to go ahead and do a differential tempering on the blade also, a torch temper. Now, heating up a piece of steel this size with a torch is a lengthy proposition. It'll take a little while. Right now we're just getting barest hints of straw. And that might be where you want to stop on the edge of a chisel, but certainly not on something like a Bush Hog blade. We're going to go all the way into blue. A peacock blue is the goal that we're looking for. This is a deep straw here. Once the piece starts changing colors, it's already has a base level of heat, and so the heat treating will go much faster. We're going into purple, and it's not a big step from this purple to the blue that we want. You can see it showing through. So we've done this one. I'll do the other one off camera, and I think that's a good project for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening.